Hey everybody, welcome back to the Wolf Pit with another episode of What Are We Eating? Today, I'm going to be trying Jose Ole's new premium beef Birria taquitos. They come in a box of 18 and weighs 18 ounces and cost $7.87. And the Jose Ole new premium Pollo Asado taquitos. They come in a box of 18 that weighs 21.6 ounces and cost $7.87. Now, is it me, or is it weird that the boxes weigh different amounts? They're the same product, but just different meats. That doesn't really make sense to me. The one weighs 18 ounces, and the other one weighs 21.6 ounces. Inquiring minds want to know. If you, the people, know, let me know in the comments. So let's go over and try the Birria beef taquitos first. The Jose Ole premium Birria beef taquitos feature crispy, golden fried corn tortillas filled with tender, slow-braised beef seasoned with authentic Birria spices. Ready from the freezer in under 15 minutes using the oven, air fryer, or microwave. They deliver bold Mexican flavor and a satisfying crunch in every bite. Here's the list of ingredients, and I got 3/4 of the way through the ingredients until I saw textured vegetable protein. Why is it necessary to put that crap in all of our foods? I understand why the manufacturers do it, to add a cheap source of protein other than meat, which they're going to continue to do until we, the people, stop buying this garbage. I know there's going to be people out there that say there's nothing wrong with TVP, and I'm not saying there is. But me personally, when I buy a hamburger, or in this case a Birria beef taco, I want beef and nothing but beef, period. For every 3 Birria beef tacos, there's 220 calories, 9 grams of total fat, 2 grams of saturated fat, no trans fat, 10 milligrams of cholesterol, 420 milligrams of sodium, 27 grams of carbohydrates, 3 grams of fiber, 1 gram of sugars, and 6 grams of protein. Now for the new Jose Ole Premium Pollo Asado Grilled Chicken Taquitos. The Premium Pollo Asado Taquitos feature citrus marinated grilled chicken blended with zesty chilies, garlic, and Mexican style herbs and spices, all wrapped in a house baked flour tortilla. Turn everyday snacking into a fiesta of authentic Mexican flavor with Jose Ole. Here's the list of ingredients, and once again, I had to get all the way through the list of ingredients until I saw textured soy flour, which is the same thing as TVP. And to be honest, I don't remember the last time I saw textured soy flour or TVP in a chicken item. I usually only see it in beef items. A serving size is 3 taquitos, which have 250 calories, 10 grams of total fat, 1.5 grams of saturated fat, no trans fat, 15 milligrams of cholesterol, 640 milligrams of sodium, 32 grams of carbohydrates, 1 gram of fiber, less than 1 gram of sugars, and 9 grams of protein. Now you can cook these in the air fryer, oven, or microwave, and I'm going to cook them today in the oven. Although they would be good really quick if you come home wasted one night, so always leave that microwave option open. Now let's get these out of the freezer, out of the box, and onto a cookie sheet. We have the Birria beef taquitos on the left and the Pollo Asado taquitos on the right. And now they go into a preheated 400-degree oven for 7 to 9 minutes. After 7 minutes, our taquitos were getting pretty toasty, so we went ahead and pulled them out. So let's start off with the Birria beef taquito first. And they're certainly crispy, that is for sure. So into the old pie hole, and down the gullet it went. Now the outside of the tortilla was nice and super crispy. Then once you got through the crispy part, the rest of the tortilla was nice and soft. The initial flavor I got from the filling was it was pretty spicy at first, and there really wasn't any texture to the filling. It had the consistency of refried beans, and there was an overwhelming familiar flavor I could not immediately pinpoint. And it took me another bite or two to figure it out. I wasn't really sure if it was cilantro or cumin, which I love both. I wasn't really getting the overwhelming soapy flavor you can sometimes get with cilantro. And then I realized what the overwhelming flavor was. It was cumin. It's just like when your mother-in-law comes to visit. The first hour she's there, you kind of enjoy it, and you start to feel bad about all the bad thoughts and things you said about her. And then after the next 15 minutes, you realize why you said all those bad things about that miserable buckethead. It's the same thing with cumin. A couple dashes in your food is delicious. A couple more dashes, it's unbearable. Which is why I'm giving Jose Ole's new premium Birria beef taquitos a 4 out of 10. Next, let's try the Pollo Asado taquitos. And again, these start to get really crispy at the ends. So into the old pie hole and down the gullet it went. And just like the corn tortilla on the Birria beef taquitos, the flour tortilla on the Pollo Asado taquitos was super crispy and delicious. And as they usually are, the flour tortillas were definitely lighter than the corn tortillas, but I'm not really sure which kind of tortilla I enjoy the most. Let me hear from you, the people. Do you like corn tortillas or flour tortillas better? And remember at the beginning of the video when I asked why one box of taquitos weighed 21.6 ounces and the other box weighed 18 ounces. Well, I think you can see that these are packed with cheese, which isn't a bad thing. Unless you thought you were buying chicken taquitos, which in this case, we were buying premium chicken taquitos. But there wasn't a lot of chicken, much less premium chicken in these. But there was plenty of cheese. And although it wasn't cumin this time in the Birria beef taquitos, there was some sort of off flavor in these that I couldn't pinpoint again. But I didn't like it at all. So I'm giving the Jose Ole's new premium Pollo Asado taquitos a 4 out of 10. Thank you all very much for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.